we're back to start the final stanza here at Noble Reno School. There's a steal to the basket. Yes! Bing, bang, boom. They do. Cuts it to 4. Here's the super sophomore. So every single time the team seems to be in any sort of danger, it's number 10 to the rescue. Now, I mentioned she is a world-class cross-country runner, right? And I mean that literally. I mean, this is one of the best runners in the nation. And she gets both to go. And with 7:40 left in the game, in the championship game of Class A. And little runner, yes! Moreland. And what are they going to call? They're going to call travel there. A little travel on Power Cassidy. And with down 4. And they're going to, so these officials, wow, I am going to tell you that there are 3 of them. And leave it at that. So, yeah, a little high-low, yes! And Moreland, 2-point game, fouled there. So Tilton sticks with the press, and it pays dividends as they've gotten several deflections, outright steals, and 2-point game. Here's the super sophomore, new, and able to tie or take the lead. We could see a score flip with a 3. From way downtown, bang, there it is! Hell can see! What do we have? And they're going to call, what do we got? We're going to call foul. Wow. So the score is flipped. Tilton has taken their first lead, I believe, of the game. I was a little bit late getting here, and I mean actually late. So, but they haven't led certainly since either the beginning of the game or a long time. So inside they go. This is, yeah, there you go. So what have we said all year long? Score flips are big. Score flips are big. Score flips are big, right? And that's a good timeout by Leadham. That's a good timeout by Leadham. Okay, so what do I mean by score flips are big? I mean that everybody's saying, well, what's a long game? Well, it's a mentality, right? You've been leading for a long period of time in the game, and that score flips, and now we're winning the game, right? There's a part in every athlete's brain and fans. They watch these games and they say to themselves, while you watch, if the game ended now, right? You always do it. Everybody does it, right? That's why you keep looking at the score. If it didn't, if that didn't matter, right? You wouldn't care what the score was till the end or till at least the fourth quarter, right? No, you look at the score because you want to say to yourself, well, if the game ended now, we'd win. And for the first time in a long time, both the players, the fans, and the coaches for Tilton can say that. If the score ended right, if the game ended right now, we'd win. They lead by 1, 43-42, 6:14 left in the championship. Oh, good move. Stopping and popping. There it is, brimming with confidence. Wow. Lima. And Marianapolis is in trouble, folks. They're in trouble. They need to bucket. Now, they can get a bucket pretty quick. They can stem this, but they need a bucket real bad. Stopping and popping. No. And here comes Tilton. Up 3, 45-42. 5:30. Tilton, they have really done well against this 2-3 zone. Or 1-2-2. We're a little crossover. And here's the super sophomore. And big basket. Oh, that's a big basket. Marianapolis with a little deflection. 1-point game. Now, if you flip that score back, all that stuff about score flips I was talking about is all for naught, right? Because now it's a tit for tat, and now you flip that score back, and now it's game on. This is a heavyweight bout now, but and the real danger zone for Marianapolis, honestly has passed. I mean, I would be shocked if they really struggle the rest of the way, but if the score flips, big rebound there by Golden. If the score flips and you don't score for a long period of time, I mean, those things that can roll on and on and on. Here's the super sophomore stopping and popping. No. And score remains 45-44, 4:37 left in the third. Here's Lima. They've done well going inside. Lima stops and pops. No. Big rebound inside. And Field can't get it to go, as everybody's a little confused as to who the foul was on. And remember what I said, folks. 25 Golden for Marianapolis is their defensive captain. They're just, their best defensive player, kind of where that whole zone flows, everything flows inside out on the defense, and it all starts with 25. Okay, so she gets Field gets 1 out of 2. And here's the super sophomore who loses it, but gets it back. And they're going a little fast now. So Marianapolis, it looked like they had kind of settled down, but just like that, now it looks like they're back in search mode, right? 4:08, 46-44. Tilton. Marianapolis has led by as many as 12. Field, good look, no, and that was not Field. So that's a beautiful little dish by Moreland. Moreland's played well in the second half. Moreland's played well. Lima's played well. Fields played well. The foreigner, Ekansi, has played well. They struggled for a long time. They made a lot of unforced errors, quite frankly, and really were confused by this 1-2-2/2-1-2 zone for Marianapolis. And their zone of themselves has been more effective than Marianapolis in the second half. This press has been really effective. What it's done is it sped Marianapolis up and had Marianapolis with the wrong players in positions where, they could be aggressive. And players that Tilton would rather have being aggressive than Marianapolis. And so it was putting the players in a quandary. What do I do here? Right? This is a championship game. It's easy when you're, when there's not a lot of pressure to say, okay, well, I might try something that I may not be excellent at. That's why these games are so challenging. Big move inside. No. And they're with Golden out now. They're going inside. And Moreland Looks confident and aggressive, but she can't get the spin move to go. So I think we're going to call it jump ball there. 3:08. My name is Scott Zwick. I am here at Noble and Greeno School for the Class A girls final. And right now, Tilton is holding on to a precarious 47-44 lead as these officials trying to make sense of what's going on right now, as Leadham has a question, and one of the officials over there, they're confabbing. I've seen, do I say this? I've seen games that were more aggressively officiated. I think that's what I can say, right? More aggressively officiated, more kind of in control of the action. And, this is kind of what I'm talking about, right? So right here, there's indecision. There's an official explaining something to one coach and not the other. That should never happen, right? Why would an official be talking to one coach and not the other? You're either going to talk to both coaches or you're going to talk to no coaches at all, right, in an official capacity. So, and now you're seeing, I'm not really sure what the issue was there, but it looks like they apparently, after quite some time, have it straightened out. And Marianapolis will take the ball, and the super sophomore will go to work. And they're going to call a foul. And that's going to be the 5th foul, I believe, so there's the question. Yeah, it's going to be 1-1. So it should be 5 and 8 would be my guess, right? 5 and 8. So the 5th foul is 1-1, and then the 8th is 2 shots. So here is the first one. No, it's 2 shots. So I'm a little confused. That's is 3 fouls? 1-1 and 5 is 2? Could be. I am in unfamiliar territory. And oh no, the super sophomore is not so super from behind the line with nobody guarding her. And with 2:55, this is crunch time now, folks. This is crunch time now. You need your best effort of the year right here. To the basket. No, gets blocked by the rim and then makes a foul. There you go. So Lima, who has played well in the second half, does get to the basket but put herself in a bad spot. She couldn't make it all the way to the daylight on the other side, and when she put the ball up, she got blocked by the rim. And so the ball hit the bottom of the rim, and now shooting 2 shots. And no, boy, Corvo and the junior. Wow. So Marianapolis has missed 4 in a row and 5 of their last 6. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. So 2:34, 3-point game, 47-44. So Tilton commits some precious fouls with the double bonus, and Marianapolis can't make them pay. Those are usually opportunities that you cannot really pass up on. So we'll see if they can make an extraordinary comeback here. A bucket would almost end it here. No. And loose ball. Here's the super sophomore. Up. Bing! Bing! Boom! Olstrom cuts it to 1. Under 2 minutes. Timeout. Tilton. So the rebound was tipped around. The super sophomore grabbed it, took a couple of strong dribbles upstream, saw Olstrom streaking to the basket, made a tough, feathery pass, right? You know, that was not an open lane there. She had to kind of put a little touch on it. She did. She hit Olstrom in stride. Olstrom took 2 steps with the ball after she caught it, laid it in, and presto, a 3-point lead is down to 1. So, you know, what do we have here if we're Tilton? If we're Tilton, right? It is inside to the high-low. Inside to the high-low. When you've been passing, or when you've initiated this offense through the foul line, you've been wildly successful in the second half. When you've left it in the hands of solely the guards and just attacked the perimeter, you've struggled. It'll be a side out. 153. 47-46. Tilton clinging to the slimmest margins possible. 1 point. So it's man-to-man. So dribble, driving to the basket. Yes! George! A little Texas two-step, and she got it to go. 3-point lead. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Here's the super sophomore. They should flatten it out for her. Why are they? Whoa, so we're going to run a double screen. Back to the fresh sophomore. To the basket. Oh, she's blocked. Big block. Moreland continues to come up huge. Wow. Mary Shelley to the basket, 2 giant steps, but Moreland says no. Not on my watch, 49-46. Got to get it in here. Oh, they're going to call foul. And Juliet Golden's going to shoot 2. They're going to call that on Lima. So Lima got put in a bad spot, right? And she pushed herself back, kind of grabbed, and Lima says, I can't give up 2 here. And that's not a bad foul by Lima, because they're not often going to call it, but she got put in a real bad spot. And Golden hits the first big free throw by Golden. 2-point game, 118. Where would you rather be than right here and right now? And we're at Noble and Greeno as cutting it to 1 is Marianapolis. They are down to Tilton. And a timeout will be called. So with 18 seconds on the shot clock, Coach Tara Brisson in her 11th season says, hey, easy. Let's talk about this here. So, okay, Coach, what are we going to do, Coach? They were going 2-3 zone. Now they're going man. So, Coach, what do we do? I'll tell you what I think we do. I think we're going to get the ball in the hands of Moreland or certainly Lima, but I like Moreland down there close to the basket. Anything I'm doing, I want to be close to the basket because if I miss, I want to be able to get the rebound and get a second chance, right? Because 2 chances at the basket are better than 1. So I don't see a flatten out. We're not going to flatten out, right? We're not going to flatten out. We're going to probably kind of run an isolation, maybe a high-low. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 1 minute left in the game. To the basket. Bang! Boom! It's Field on the dribble drive. 42 seconds left. Wow! Olstrom says, wait 1 minute. 51-50, Tilton in front. 2-3 zone. It's a 2-3 zone. There's your trap. From way downtown. Bang! George! George from way downtown. So Marianapolis goes to the 2-3 zone. The trap is there. The pass out of the trap finds George alone in the corner. And she steps into it with confidence and splash. Just like that, a 4-point lead for Tilton. Electric, exciting, excruciatingly tense action here at Noble and Greenall. And so if we are Marianapolis, what do we do? Down 4, we don't need threes. Although I'm not sure how much time is left. But I like the super sophomore going to the basket. 20.6 left in the game. So here's Cassie Power. She's in trouble. She's in trouble. Here's Golden. Here's Golden. And Olstrom from way downtown. No. Big rebound. Yes! 2 seconds. That's going to be it. And that's it. The championship is over. So there was confusion, right? Tilton did a great job of defending, finally picking up a errant 3-point shot by Olstrom was Power Cassidy. She was able to lay it in, but with under 5 seconds. And what happened there was actually Tilton did not even have to inbound the ball, right? Didn't even have to inbound the ball, but they did. And with precious few ticks of the clock, it just kind of ran out. And an outstanding game, as you see there. The runner-up trophy is being handed to. So George gets the most valuable player award for Tilton. That's not who I'm giving it to, although I haven't thought about it. But and wow, so there is the thrill of victory, right? As the Tilton Rams win a dramatic Class A final where they were as down as many as 12-6 at the half. I think that, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you one of the big baskets in this game. At the half, Field stops and pops from 11. Well, maybe about 17. Field stops and pops from about 17. Kind of a quiet basket. Turned an 8-point lead into 6, and at the time it was, what's the big deal? Ooh, wow. That was every deal, right? That was every deal. As you take those 2 points, and this is that's where the old adage, all these points matter, right? But that is what's called like a hidden basket, right? They kind of struggled the whole first half, and then they get a bucket at the end of the half. They're feeling good at halftime as they make their adjustments. And then in the second half, they kind of figured out the zone, right? They kind of figured out the zone with the high-low game. It was Field inside. It was Moreland inside. And certainly Sophie George, made shots. Lima made shots, and when that score flipped, able to tie or take the lead. We could see a score flip with a 3. From way downtown, bang, there it is! Elkin at, I believe, around the 5-minute mark. Yeah, that was bad news for Marianapolis because, you're going to flip that score in the championship game against, obviously your most impressive and talented opponent of the year. It is going to be an uphill battle all the way. And to their credit, right? To their credit, they were game. They were capable of coming back, flipping this. They flipped the score back briefly, and but it was too much Tilton down the stretch. As I said, big baskets by George. Ekin C hit a huge basket. Field had a big block on the other end. That block on the super sophomore when she went to the basket was huge. That was a huge block. And so that kind of gave them all the confidence they needed. And then the backbreaker, the biggest bucket of the night was Marianapolis in the 2-3 zone. They pass out of the double team. Good decision by Coach Leadham, in my opinion. That's a turnover waiting to happen. It's well executed, and then and then that is just ice water in the veins. Super sophomore from way downtown. Bang! Hesitation move. And Chagrin. Bang! Boom! So welcome to the post-game show. My name is Scott Zwick. I'm alongside nobody. I'm by myself. I'm Tammy Wynette. And we're just going to wrap this up real quick. It was a phenomenal game, spirited, aggressive, dramatic, and surprising game as Tilton comes back from as many as 12 down in the game, 6 at halftime, as they make all the right moves down the stretch to win 54-52. The MVPs of the game were Alyssa Moreland for Tilton. On the court, they gave it to George. I'm going to give that award to Moreland. Moreland was outstanding. She really made the aggressive plays on the inside that I thought really kind of turned the tide. The Big Bang Award winner for Marianapolis is the super sophomore Rachel Olsom, and so it was really impressive. I'm going to be very frank. I was here because Juliet Golden, a player who's very close to me, my goddaughter, was playing this game, and I just want to say that to Juliet that I couldn't be more proud of you. You couldn't lose this game no matter what happened because you've already won. You've made basketball a passion. You become a responsible, dependable, determined individual who's fought for everything she's had, and in the end, you were rewarded with being a major player on one of the best teams in the area. You were given a scholarship, and I just, it's impossible for me to be more proud of you. And I don't get personal on these broadcasts very often, but that's why I'm here today, and that's what I want to say to Juliet. Could not be more proud of you. I've worked with you. I've seen you work. I've watched you play. I've watched you grow, and I could not be more excited for what's next. And whatever it is, it's just going to be outstanding because you're going to be part of it. So that's going to be it for us here today. For nobody else, my name is Scott Zwick, saying bing, bang, boom.